Hey, I hope you're all doing amazing. Welcome or welcome back. I've just jumped out the shower, but there was something coming through really strong. So I wanted to jump on and share while it's fresh. I can feel a collective that is really feeling, sensing and anchoring in a newness, a new version of self, a new reality, right? We're at a very, very crucial and potent energetic time. I'm filming this. Whenever you receive this, it's divine alignment, and that is exactly right. This is timeless, right? These are timeless multi-dimensional messages, but filming this in the portal of the new moon eclipse and the equinox energy, right? It really is essential to lock in the new, because you're literally weaving that for the next 6 months, right? And beyond. So what's coming through is, first of all, a sense of a collective really anchored in to a really strong sense, even if it's not a clear vision, it's a strong sense of new desires, new life, new expansion, new horizons, right? And what's coming through is a real check of mindfulness around how you're spelling over your life. So a lot of this newness is relying on us to be that, to anchor it. In other words, the solidifying, I'm hearing like solidify the etheric, the sense, the vision, and actualize it. That's coming through us. It's coming through us being able to anchor the identity of that. In other words, the version of ourself that's already holding that new life, holding that new relationship, job, whatever it is, it really doesn't matter. It's a newness, it's a fresh energy that wants to come through our lives, right? But it relies on us stepping into that. And what's coming through very, very strongly, I'm working very deeply with the spider medicine right now. And I have been since June in a very deep way, but actually only become conscious of it right now in a completely new way. And one thing that the spider kind of encompasses, if you like, is communication, the web of communication, whether that be writing, words, and that is also the words that we speak, think and speak over our life. Your words are spells. Every time you say something in your mind or out loud, you are spelling that into your life. Now, a lot of us, we're at this threshold of newness, and what we do is we observing the old that's still there. There can be a bit of, in that observation, there can be a bit of impatience, a bit of frustration coming up, and we tend to we're getting that out. And the way that we get that out is we are observing the things that already are. We're observing the old. We are talking about it. And there is a way to talk about it that's helpful, and a way to talk about it that will anchor it, keep it in our body, keep it in our life, keep our identity as that old. Now, if we are saying things in a way that has the energy of the old identity. So, for example, one example, I had a conversation with a friend, and she was saying, well, I have to do this. And I was like, check, you get to do it. The old identity is obligation, for example. That's one example in that context. Yeah. So the old energy is obligation and being bound by something, right? So it's the opposite of freedom. Now we're looking to anchor in a new free expansion, a free life. The newness is freedom. It's freedom from the old, and it's freedom to do exactly as we choose, to be who we want, to have what we want. 444. So the switch there, the pivot point there is wow, like this may be something that I've been doing forever, and actually in my new self, I may not choose to still do that anymore, but for now, I'm still in it and I get to do it. I get to, because there's an acknowledgement. You're bringing in the new energy of choice, acknowledging free will and choice. I get to do it as a sovereign being. So if you're embodying sovereignty and freedom in alignment with the newness and future self, although I don't like the word future, but it's easy for expression purposes, right? So if we're anchoring in that identity of self, in the new, in the true, in the expanded, that expanded version doesn't live from obligation. He, she, free. Okay, so anything you do, you choose to do it. I get to do this. Yeah. So if you can bring that energy into anything that you still have to do, right, because the physical hasn't shifted yet. So you may wake up and think, fuck this, I don't like this job anymore. But we're not always in a position to just get up and walk straight out the door. But we can shift how we perceive it. If we then start to go to work every day with this energy of, oh no, I can't stand it, I can't bear it, this isn't what I want, I'm done with it, we're just going to make it harder and longer. We're holding it in because we have that negative attachment to it. We can start to shift our identity into a person who chooses fully everything that's in life, owning the fact that we create everything that we've put in our life and that we see right now, we've created. We put that there, whether it's conscious or unconscious, we created that. So to take that step of acknowledging that, owning it, and be like, do you know what? Until something shifts, which I know that it will, because I've now intended a new reality, a new way of being, a new job, a new me. I'm bringing that freedom into my being now. I'm bringing a sense of patience. And this is another thing the spider medicine teaches us, is stillness and patience. Okay. We're creating something new. We're creating the new web, if you like, through intention. But it's not immediately, we're not immediately going to catch that fly. We've got to build the web first. So stillness and patience, and that very settled energy that we know that we are the co-creator and we have to weave it first. And it's a beautiful inspiration that then has to be put into the web of life, which will then attract the new thing, the new job. And to bring in that different wording, okay, so we're not still spelling the old. Wow, I get to go to this job, which provides for me while I am transitioning. So that's just one example. Think about the way that you are spelling over your life, the words that you're using. Are they with an old frequency? Are we still engaging in old styles of banter? Are we still engaging in conversations where there may be I'm receiving a self-depreciating energy? That's an interesting one. Yeah, a lot of old banter style, it relies on one person being put down, or the kind of piss-takey kind of energy. I know that in my past, a lot of the old banter was really quite savage, to be honest. The way people speak to each other for a joke. Are we still engaging in that? Are we still wording ourselves and our possibilities in a way that is, it's not even humble, it's actually like hiding your light, making yourself small? Again, I recently had a client, beautiful soul, who I pulled her up on a habit that she had of diminishing herself. She was very, very good at certain things and not really acknowledging that. And when she spoke about a particular thing that she does, she finished it off by, oh, but I'm not very good at it. So all these ways that we speak over our life, you're spelling over your own life. The words that you choose to use are weaving a web of life, which is either contracting or it's expanding. It's either in service to the old identity and self, or it's expanding into the newness of endless possibilities. So the message today coming through is to be mindful of how you are spelling over your own life. Be very aware that the words you choose to use have have energetic vibration, which your cells, your water in your body is listening to. And really ask yourself, is that in alignment with this new state of being, this new energy, thing, life, reality, and also your true identity? We talk about new a lot, new earth, new reality. But really, when we think about it in terms of a vibrational match for who we truly are as divine beings, it's more like a true self. Okay, we talk rather than new identity, it's more like true identity, and really anchoring that in and really taking your power and your authority over the word in your mind and the words you choose to speak into existence, because you can collapse timelines into the newness by using and choosing more vibrationally aligned words, which cast that spell. They help you to create, weave that web, which then magnetizes exactly what you've visioned, exactly what you've been shown is not only possible, but is there waiting for you. So I'm sending you so much love. I'm offering a free workshop, a divine intelligence workshop for women on Tuesday the 30th of September. If anyone's interested in receiving that, love to have you there and see your faces. You can find the link. I haven't posted it in here yet, but if you're interested, you've only got to click on my Facebook page, the link to join through your email, because it will be via Zoom. That's pinned to the top of my Facebook page. So if any sisters out there would like to come into a heart-led space where we just celebrate life, celebrate the innate divine intelligence of the feminine that we already are, and really come into that ownership of personal power, you're more than welcome to come. So check that out. And please check out my offering, which is Unbound Mind Medicine. It's a self-paced downloadable course that's in the description box. I'm very passionate about this work. And really everything is about now whether we can control our own mind and really align with that true self, the words, the thoughts, the vibration, in alignment with true identity, okay, as the divine being that you are. So I'm sending you so much love today. Whatever you're doing, take care of your beautiful selves. Until next time.